Well, starting us off with what we saw today, just a little bit of that cloud cover earlier today, but didn't provide too much relief from those upper 90s we ended up seeing. And going into the overnight, we started to see that cloud cover dissipate, and I'm not expecting it to return. Thankfully, that means we'll cool off just a little bit better than if we did have that cloud cover around, which would have put a little bit of a lid on that heat that we did gain today. Looking at the current temperatures at this 10 p.m. hour, the hot spot's going to be up in Robert Lee, holding strong at 94 degrees. Here in town's looking at 87, a little bit cooler off to the east. Brady coming in at 81 degrees. Junction down there at 83, 82 degrees for Ozona. We're all going to be cooling off into the 70s towards these overnight hours, and that's going to make it feel a little bit muggy outside with these dew points in the 60s for most of us across the region. Off to the west, just a little bit lower, 59 degrees for Sterling City, Mertzen, as well as Ozona, with those relative humidity indices in the 30s and 40s for the most part. A little bit more humid as you work your way to the southeast. Junction coming in at a 67 degree dew point, and with those winds coming in out of the southeast, I'm not expecting those dew points to be dropping anytime soon. Taking a look at the upper level pattern going into this week, you can see this high pressure over us right now in the American Southwest, and as we see this ridge working across the central United States, it doesn't look to give up. We're going to hold on to a lot of that high pressure, really suppressing any of our rain chances throughout the week and aiding those triple-digit temperatures heading our way, and they're really going to hold strong with us throughout the work week. Looking at the current satellite and radar for the national view, a severe thunderstorm watch box going off from northern Missouri through that Illinois area. Some flash flood warnings up there towards southern Wisconsin, but here in Texas sitting pretty dry. Taking a little bit of a look at the tropics, we've got one area the National Hurricane Center is monitoring, given about a medium 40% chance of development over the next 2 days. Just a tiny blob there off for the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. Unfortunately, doesn't look quite as strong as Alberto, so most of that moisture is really going to be staying well to the south of us. Maybe from that Corpus Christi through South Padre area could be picking up some of those tropical showers, but here in the Concho Valley, we're joining the rest of the state with those dry, cloudless conditions. And going into tonight, like I said, that's going to be helping us cool off. Taking a little bit of a look at the future cast, we're not looking at too much, unfortunately, working its way into our region. Down towards San Antonio, that's going to be as far as those tropical showers could potentially make it, but even chances for them isn't looking so good. Going into Sunday, it's looking like a warm one, and going into Monday as well, plenty more sunshine across the area. Maybe a couple more clouds Monday, but like I said, not going to be providing too much relief, as I'm still expecting those triple-digit temperatures really for the entire Concho Valley throughout the work week. So recapping this, going into tonight, cooling off just a little bit better down to that 72 degree mark. Southeasterly winds about 5 to 10 miles an hour, going to keep those dew points in the 60s for us, so feeling a little bit muggy if you're stepping out tonight. Tomorrow's looking like a warm one. I think those triple digits are going to make their return for some of us, so make sure you have that sunscreen on standby and plenty of water if you're planning any of those outdoor activities. And that really doesn't change heading into this work week either. Those triple digits pretty much every day on the 7-day forecast. 100 degrees to start off your work week, inching upwards, topping out about 103 on that Wednesday time frame, while we're watching those overnight lows go from the lower 70s tonight and inching their way upwards through the mid 70s into the upper 70s by the end of the work week. That's all for your 7-day forecast, but stick around for more KSAN news after the break.